Yeah, it was an amazing moment for me because, all the players will tell you that, yeah, I was sure, about that move. I knew when I moved there, I knew everything would be perfect. No, 3 years before that, I was a substitute in second division. And then 2 years after, I was in Marseille playing Champions League games. And then a year after that, I was signing for Chelsea, and I was thinking maybe it's kind of a bit too fast for me, and will I succeed? And I don't know. It's a new culture, new country. I've always played in France, and then all of a sudden I'm moving to England. So, but I was lucky enough to have an amazing manager, and then my teammates really helped me, and they did everything for me to score that first goal that really changed, the way you see the future with the club. I've always had a good relationship with all my teammates. I'm the one who's going to every tables, like with the English boys, with the Portuguese boys, and I'm always surrounded with good people, and trying to create a good atmosphere in the team. And to have my African brothers with me on the pitch, protecting me and supporting me when I'm going through difficult moments, I think it's so important. And I've had that not only with the African boys, but with all of them, and because you have the confidence and the trust of all your teammates, you try movements like the one for the goal, without really thinking on looking if the goalkeeper is in a good position, but also because I know the stadium, I know where I am on the football pitch. I know that if I see my goal, our goalkeeper's goal there, I know the opposition goal is just right behind me, and with the angles of the lines, I know where I am. So I just try things, because for me football is a show. People come to see entertainment, so I try to give it the most I can. I was in a time where I wanted to finish well, because at Chelsea I didn't play much, even though we won the league, and I came here knowing that I was not going to play much. But I was missing, scoring goals, and I really wanted to finish on a high. And so I moved there to a new league. I was in Asia before, so now I said, okay, let's try the American continent, and a good league. And when people ask me what's the difference between US and Europe, I said I know everything about football, but I went there to learn everything about soccer. So it's a different approach, but the emotions were the same. When you score a goal in China or in Montreal or in South America, it's the same feeling. The celebration and the passion is there. So the hat-trick was for me a way to tell everyone in US that yes, they think that it's not the Premier League, but I'm still there, and I'm still going to deliver no matter the level of the competition. Salomon Kalou, Obi Mikel, me, Frank Lampard, me again goal. Yeah, it was the only trophy that was missing, a domestic trophy that was missing for us. We won the League Cup, we've won the league, and we were chasing the FA Cup. We were out the season before. Liverpool went to the final. So for us it was kind of, we were really chasing that trophy, and against a very, very difficult team who just won the league a few days before that, and we really wanted to finish on a high, and especially first time for me at Wembley. I dreamt of Wembley for many years, seeing Eric Cantona scoring that goal, Di Matteo scoring in the final. All these moments at the old Wembley. My dream was to play at the old Wembley, but I've done it at the new one, and the best way. Before that game, I was injured for the past two months, but I was playing without really knowing what was the injury. So the the week before the game, I didn't really train with the team. I was training on my own with the fitness coach, and I didn't train the day before. And in the morning, I went with the fitness coach, to see if I can play. It's an important game basically. So I went there and I start to put an exercise, like outside foot, inside, and chop, and then left foot with a goalkeeper, and then he went in. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I went again on the left foot, same thing, chop, right foot, hit the net. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do that tonight. And I waited for Hughes to come, near me. I could have gone, but I was waiting for him to come just to do the chop, and I just wanted to enjoy, and I was so confident and sure that I could change the game that I just did it. I think, I don't know, even still now, when you see look at the images, I'm a bit embarrassed. I'm like, no, guys, you don't need to do that, because, it's an amazing moment. I get good goosebumps when I think about it, and to have the recognition of your teammates, and for most of them, we've been playing together for 9 years. So, and that time I knew that it was really the end at Chelsea. So it was really special to me. Different emotions that day, but really grateful. Another cup final, and for me, when I played final, I played them I just want to shine. I just want people to look at me and say, wow, he had a good game. You don't always win, but plus I was in a good form, I was scoring a lot of goals. I think that's the season that really changed my career at Chelsea, because I was really more confident. Physically I was stronger, and repeating games and repeating goals. So with the squad we had, Sheva, Balak, Frank, JT, Peter Cech, Robin, Essien, Mikel, all these guys, it's easier when you have, these kind of players around you. The funny thing was that the manager wanted to take me out at halftime. And so he sent the translator to me. And I told the translator, please, tell him that if he's doing that, it means he's giving up. And if you give up, for me, it's not a good sign. You always have to try, and if after like 30 minutes we still like 2-0 down, okay, no problem, But he was more thinking about the next game, because we were about to win the league, so he wanted to rest me. So by saying that, I just showed him that it's not a problem. I'm going to be there, but tonight we have to win, because last game we lost 3-0, and when the ball came from Amrabat, I was fighting with Rafael Varane, and I won the duel, and that's the only way I could have played the ball and try to hit the target. Always try to hit the target. He spoke to me, and because I told him, I look at the clock and I'm like, it's over. And he's like, no, it's 6 minutes to go, 7 minutes to go. You have to believe. When normally I'm the one motivating, like even after the game, I'm like, okay, it's okay, next time we're going to win. But this time I was so nervous, and he delivered an amazing ball, and the run was perfect, the timing, the jump was perfect, and the pace of the ball was amazing, fast enough for me to just touch it and then give it a bit more speed. It was a very difficult moment for me, because 2 months before I missed my penalty in the African Nations Cup. So imagine the pressure on me going there to take the penalty. But I don't know why I had the feeling, you know, knowing what happened during the game, you know, the equalizer and then the penalty save by Peter Cech. I had the feeling that this was our moment. I mean, this is our cup. So I went there kind of not relaxed but confident. And then when I scored, I mean, you know, a kid just asked me, how does it feel winning the Champions League? And I told him, you know, when you chase the cup for 8 years and then you win it, you're like, oh my God, all this work for you. You know, but it's an amazing feeling, and the celebration with the trophy. I mean, I've done that, like, it was just a moment, and what makes me proud is to see the new generation, the Mason Mount, you know, duplicating this celebration. And I mean, this is what I call legacy, and that's why we play football, and that's why I enjoyed my time at the club with, you know, seeing those kids growing and then achieving also amazing moments like winning the Champions League again.